The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 9 now. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Another grab here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Room here to run. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They find some open field here. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big third down play there for the Niners. 45 yards. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gives this one a use check. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here's Watson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Watson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw is Watson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So partners, a passing game to drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss gets off your back. You can move forward from there.
Samson Abuka. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners at 1 and 5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. to throw. Running the slant. Gray with it. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 11 yards on the pickup. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Slot man moves right. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before the break, Watson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Now, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gabriel Davis, 75 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way edge stopping him.
For the danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had the...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The tight end in motion right. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. In the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game, and now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Seahawks could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. look to throw again. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.